Hey, it's Cara. Welcome back to the Undertaker. If you recall correctly, like I do, we just got startled by a moose outside. Let's see if we can see him. Where is he? Because it sounded like it was on the other side of the cabin, which is not where the moose normally is. I think it's gone. Did I sleep? I think I just ran inside, didn't I, and got the save? Sometimes it resets, though, when you go inside. Like, if I throw this over here... Oh, it's not going to go over anyway. I made the bunnies run. No, I think it's gone. I'm just scared if I go around the rock and it's right there, and I have to run. But I can't hear it. I think it's gone. Okay. That gave me such a fright when we arrived here before. Let's look at our notes and see what our plan was. Who's outside? Coastal through to DP graveyard. Oh yes, because we've just visited this graveyard. So now we're heading to Coastal. So we have to go all the way back through Mystery Lake to Coastal Highway. Through the ravine to the DP graveyard. And then we're going to Milton to get rescued. So as I said before, when we first arrived here from Winding River, we should have gone straight to Coastal, done DP, and then come back to Trappers and then to Milton. That would have made more sense, right? But that's not what I decided to do at the time. So, anyway, we've searched a few things in here, but not everything. The safe is gone. This is happening a little bit lately. This glitch with the safe disappears. Often when you've got stuff in it, which is quite frustrating. But hey. Another book. Should make some more teas while we're in here, though, because teas are obviously how we, what we leave as our little offering for our friends. So let's just do that real quick. What time is it? Oh, it is bedtime too, so let's plan to sleep here tonight. We do have some food, yes. Even if we got food poisoning, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's do all our admin that we need to do before bed. How are you? I hope you're well. Teas. Oh, I can make teas in the dark. Let's do things we can't do in the dark. Can we repair any clothes? This scarf, I'm assuming, is... Yeah, I was going to say, we can probably rip it down. We need to wear the darkest clothing we can find. So if I find like a cowl or something that we can wear instead of this red, we're going to do that. Our best... Our worst clothing's 58, so yeah, let's fix that. Fix our parka.
I need to eat soon.
You do need to eat soon, that is true. I don't trust these. So I will plan to get food poisoning. We do have remedies, obviously. Oh! That was the end of our clothing, our cloth. Okay, put down a few more torches. We have leather, but yeah, we don't have... We could repair our shoes because we have leather. Oh, you need cloth as well for that. That's fine. Let's make our teas then. Look at all these pills. Let's get rid of some of these pills. They're crazy. Definitely don't need... I mean, I'm trying to use those rather than the teas because the teas should be for our dead friends, but I also don't need antiseptic if I've got it on me. Because I've got all these on my bed. Okay, that's fine. Let's make a whole bunch of teas. I should have just gone like this. Wow, okay. I can make a whole lot. I can only make one rose hips. Just need to make sure I don't starve her by making teas.
Oh, I'm starving.
I know. Hang on a second. Alright, got 5 and 1. 6 teas is fine. Right, let's eat this. We'll risk it. And same with these. I always like to eat the dodgiest food I have before bed. Because that means you know if she needs to sleep 10 hours, you can. Can I sleep the 7? Should be able to. Yep. Still night, but it's quite bright out there, obviously. Let's eat the peaches. Do we have a can opener? Sounds like I'm turning a can opener, eh? Because I don't have tools as the Undertaker. I haven't forged. Yes, I do. I think I had gone to starvation technique with her. She doesn't have well fed right now. So I probably won't panic too much about keeping her fed. It's just helpful with carrying everything. Well, instead of passing time that way, let's make the rest of our teas that we can make. Need to pick up some more rose hips. I don't need any more old man's beards. Yeah, it's only one. Okay.
Oh, I'm starving.
I know, darling. I know. It's really good match collection too.
I could eat anything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're gonna starve her for the day. Hopefully I can collect some more food. But yeah. Through to the DP graveyard is our goal. Let's hope we've got no moose right outside.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I mean, either way, he's not down here, so let's just go this way. I wish torch was always the first option. Well, that was a wild ending last time, but it doesn't appear to be a problem now. Weird that he was behind trappers, though. I don't think I've ever had the moose behind trappers. I guess that's their new... You know, the new wildlife refresh stuff they've done. I thought they'd just taken him away, so I was very surprised to hear him here. It's fogging in a bit. Now, I don't imagine I'm going to get very far in today's episode on my way to DP, but I will try my best to make
So hungry.
make a dent in the journey in the 20-something minutes we have left. Pretty sure we have the bear friend. Yeah, he's wandering that way. I know, Astrid, I know. Could be worse, though. You could be 3 down. You're only 2 down. I have an abundance of matches, so I'm not going to worry too much about using them. We're going to go up and along the hill line here. Because, yeah, you can have wolves in this valley on my right, and you can have a bear in the valley on the left. And it's better to just avoid everybody if you can, especially if you're being a pacifist, like I am here. Very kind soul that Astrid is. She doesn't want to hurt anything. She only wants to look after the dead. Haven't really been referring to her as Astrid. I've sort of just been referring to her as the Undertaker, but I guess this is Astrid in a parallel universe where she uses her medical training for pathology or as an Undertaker instead. As a mortician? I think in New Zealand we just call them Undertakers. I don't think we use the term mortician in New Zealand. Of course, you only really have interaction with them when something has gone badly wrong for your family or friends, so I feel for them, really. It must be quite a rewarding job, but also you're seeing people at their worst. I know that we weren't very kind. There was one day when my mother wasn't very kind to our Undertaker with Dad because she was just so upset and under so much stress. Sorry, there was a bug on the screen. And I had to apologize, and then they said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is just part of grief. Is this overwhelming, you know, need for things to be correct and right, you know. And it was such a small little thing too that she was upset about, but that's just what happens, you know. When someone you love dies, like, you want to control what you can, and often that is, you know, the arrangements to put them to rest. And yeah, it's funny, I barely remember my dad's funeral. I did, well, with my siblings, I delivered the eulogy. My brother doesn't do public speaking, and my sister doesn't really like to either, and either of them thought that they could do it. They knew that I could. So I wrote it and worked through it with everybody, and everybody gave me approval, and then I just did it. I needed them up there to help support me, but I delivered it. And I was very proud to deliver it for my dad. I remember it just being an awful, awful day. And all these wonderful people that you know, a lot of people I knew and a lot of people I'd never met before in my life. Because they knew my dad. Everybody knew my dad. My dad was very well known in certain business circles. He was in project management in large construction projects and the aged care sector. So he built a lot of retirement homes and apartments and project managed hospital refits and stuff like that. So a lot of very prominent people came to my dad's funeral. I was quite surprised to read the guest book afterwards that people I worked with in health had come to my dad's funeral, not because they knew me, because half the time they didn't realize that I was my dad's daughter, having a different surname to my dad. And that, you know, they had come because my dad was well liked and just a good dude and good at what he did. Anyway, this is a series about looking after the dead, and I feel like talking about death is just going to be a natural part of it. I do remember the crematorium bit of the funeral a bit better, but still not that well. It's all kind of a blur when you're doing this sort of thing. The main thing I remember is my dad dying, and I don't think that ever leaves you. I don't know how many of you have been there when someone has died, but I don't think that will ever leave me. It was good and bad all at once. Horrible, but also, you know, you want them to not be suffering anymore, but also you don't want them to die. Like, watching someone die is life-changing, I think, in a way. And I think the worst thing is not the death of my dad, but the absence of my dad in all of our lives. Particularly because my children will never know him. And that's the worst thing for me. My son was 5 months old. My daughter was obviously not born. Yeah, it's 6 years this month. It's really weird. It feels like it just happened, but it also feels like it happened a lifetime ago. It's kind of weird, huh? Completely blurs into just part of your daily life. And every now and then you realize, oh, I haven't thought about my dad in a few weeks. And that's really weird. But at the same time, it means you haven't dwelled on what makes you sad about it. But every now and then my son has so many of his mannerisms, and every now and then he pulls a face and I'm just like, okay, Peter Jr., can you stop looking at me like your grandfather, please? But yeah, that's a little dad sharing for today. We are heading through to Ravine. To a nice little oasis of calm that Ravine is. Obviously, we will climb back down into Bleak. Well, no, I'm doing Bleak on Voyager, of course. We will climb down into Bleak, maybe. If this run was a different run. But we're going to ignore the rope and all the stuff about Bleak. We're just going to go through Ravine. And we're going to warm up soon too, actually. I don't want to lose too much condition. But it can't be that cold. I'm losing it quite slowly. And yeah. We kind of want to just get through Coastal. I don't really want to dwell on too much in Coastal. I know I've spent like most of my time sort of Ash Canyon, Timberwolf, Pleasant Valley. See, we haven't been to Coastal at all. I didn't think we had. I thought maybe we'd ducked in and out again, but no. So we haven't been to Coastal, so we'll obviously loot a little bit as we go. And look after the dead as we go. And the ultimate goal is just to get through it. We can potentially do more looting on the way back. What's this one here? This is the deer, right? Are they just a little bit off? Yeah, they must be. The deer, yeah. Ptarmigans are down there. I might warm up really quickly in the trailer. Saves me having to light a fire, etc. I can't remember if one of these trailers has any dead in them. Let's just check really quick. Every now and then I get a little bit of a shuddering. I don't know if it's coming through to you guys or if it's just me. It's the new monitor, I think, just adjusting to everything. Okay, well, nice and warm in here. Yay, jerky, and it's new.
It's getting kind of heavy.
I know. I didn't pick up their spray paint because I think I have 3 already. We don't need a crazy amount of spray paint. Alright, there's nothing else in here. Okay. I thought there might be a dead body in one of these. I couldn't remember. I think there's a dead body in the trailer at the top of Coastal, perhaps. There's definitely a dead body in a bunk. I think it log sort in Coastal. So we will have to try and dispose of them thoughtfully, mindfully, kindly. Alrighty. We've been in this one. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so just to warm up, we're just gonna sleep. Just do 2 hours, actually. Probably get fully warm that way. "14 days, 20 hours. Having a wee drink. What I could do is a really quick little fire outside and heat up. See, I don't have a lot of water either. Could heat up a tea or 2 for me to drink as I travel. Oh, we got so many matches. I do like when you have different choices that you finally stop accidentally lighting your torch. You know, when you accidentally, like, you click to pick something up and you accidentally light the torch and use a match. Can't do that if you have 2 different types of matches, or you have matches and a fire striker. Alright. This tiny little fire is warming us up, which is interesting. Oh, I already was crouched. There we go. How much water do I actually have? Alright, so we need to do the big pot of water. Maybe on the skillet we can cook a herbal tea. Well, yeah, we could also do herbal tea. Let's do some coffee. Heat up those as well. Yeah, I'm gonna need a much longer fire, so let's throw sticks in. Could do bannocks, I guess, for food. I think I could do porridge as well. I think that's my problem, is that I keep thinking that I have no food, and then remembering that I have oats. We have a lot of teas. We're fine. We don't need to worry about teas. I don't know why I thought I was really needing to stock up, but I'm not. I don't want to make too many because I also don't want to use all of that water I just made, but... Let's make one more bannock. I do use a little bit of water to make bannock, so I might make a tiny bit more water before I leave. If this doesn't blow out. Well, that's creepy, that tree. Waving in front of the sun like that. Look at that, that creeps me out. How dare you, sir? I got the tissues in here. Oh, they're on the floor. Boo. I need to pick up a lot more sticks or I'm not going to be able to leave my marks for my dead. Alright, let's go. Drink the coffee. Go. I don't have a thermos, do I, that I've been storing stuff in? I do. Nothing in it. Nothing in it. Okay. I guess these are the most that I have. Okay. Bye. Let's get out of here. Oh! Slow. Wind. Eat. Shut up, damn. No one gives a damn what you've got to say. Ha 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 ha. I know, I'm so witty. Alright, I'm gonna auto walk here while I grab the tissues. And I'm gonna really quickly blow my nose. It's the most wonderful time of the year, the time where the colds start happening, and also the allergies for some reason, because year round I get allergies, even though in winter most people don't get them that much anymore. Ugh. Very hard being me. I need more torches. I need more dead people. I mostly light fires around dead people. We definitely need more sticks, though. I can't, I need to be able to put them down for marks, but I also need to use them for, fires! Word, good today. Brain, not gooder. Be coal along here too. I need to make sure I get it. Yay, rose hip. Partway through a tree.
This'll come in
Sure, it might, yeah. Hello, I thought you might be here. Can I light a fire in here?
very much more.
I can't. Okay, so we're gonna have to honor you outside. The hammer is here. Let's get our name sheet up. This is, to me, very much a man. Jason? Haven't used Jason. Okay, this is Jason. My brain is blanking on all these names I have to come up with. Oops. I meant to light a fire, but that's okay. I don't know if I need that pry bar. We should grab it just in case, I guess. We're already a little bit overburdened. Where's the closest place I can light a fire for this guy? Yeah, let's fire striker it.
Come on, little fire.
Yep.
Oh,
Alright, sir.
that's a good one.
May your memory be a blessing to all of those that knew you. Though you were huddled up in the cold as you died, I'm hoping it was just a gentle sleep. Here's a tea to bid you on your journey. Kind of can't see you, unfortunately. I was hoping I could almost see him when I did this, but yeah. At least you know where I am and you know what I was up to, so... Here we go. Alright, good torch. Bye, Jason.
Man, I could eat anything.
Should always be warming up all of my teas at these fires too. But sometimes I just want to get on my way. I'm also not going to pick up every single birch bark because it would be a lot. We're just going to pick up the ones that are obvious in front of us on our way. They are very handy. I might drink mine just because of my condition, but I'm not too worried that I feel that I desperately need to have a lot of birch bark in stock. Haven't seen any. Okay, that's fine too. Not any obvious pieces anyway. We're just gonna keep going. Got a long journey ahead of us, Astrid. Oh, hello. This is Maria. That name immediately came to mind, so that is her name?
I need to find food.
You will? But first, we have to look after our friend here. I forgot she was here.
Come on, little fire.
Oh, try again. turn up my heating for a second. I think it's just because my legs are cold. It's actually probably not that cold in here. No, it's fine. It's just my legs are cold because obviously my legs are under the desk where the fan is at the back of the PC. And that's always a little bit colder. Oh, I got a fire starting roll there. May you be in eternal peace now. We are on our last stick, Maria. A rose sip for you, my friend. We have dusk music. We may end up spending the night in the cave not far from here. Can I just take whatever you've got? Nothing? Okay, good.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
It's funny, there's usually a deer like hovering here. You know, the doe that its body is not quite in the snow. Oh, I want to change this torch, but it's going to roll. We do it without it rolling away. Just getting... Oh, I was going to say I'm about to get a sprayed, but I think I just got rid of the indicator. That second. Yeah, let's aim to sleep in this cave. We need to make sure we stock up on sticks. Though I could push on and go sleep in the trailer by the dam. I might honestly just do that. Not the dam, the trailer by the top of coastal. Let's go see what's in this cave, though. Stop auto walking. I couldn't get it to stop. Not the cave. This is the cave. Jerky. Sardines. Firewood. The rope. Okay.
Feels like night is coming.
Nice and warm back here. But yeah, let's press on. I don't have very good torches.
I'm not sure I can carry much.
I should be safe all the way to this trailer, though. Oh, that's it? Huh. I don't like that. But yeah, I guess that's it. We've got flares if we need them, but we should be safe. The closest wolf to the top of coastal is down the road from the trailer, if I recall, unless they've moved him since the wildlife refresh. I just realized I've been all the way to the right most of the time, and you're probably getting me in my little bit of blur that I have on the sides of the screen to hide all the boxes, because we're moving at some point soon. When we sell, and stuff's going into storage, and there's boxes everywhere. Oh my god, the bane of my life. Anyway. Of course my office is the most convenient room for them. It really is. So, I feel like I'm always surrounded by stuff. The walls are crumbling behind me. You got this, Astrid. You're barely even cold. Oh, we put Maria on our list for a second. Maria, you've got to see her. Everybody remember that song? Go insane and out of your mind. It's the same thing, really, isn't it? I blame Maria. Hello? The trestle at dark, what could go wrong? Have a little snack before you cross over the trestle. You'll be fine. Clang, clang, clang. I have good friends who refuse to cross this, by the way. Nocturnal Druid. one of my regulars in my channel and a friend of mine, plays Pilgrim mostly. And he goes the other way to avoid going over this bridge. Which, fair enough. I get the willies from the Ash Canyon bridges, even though they're fairly safe too. But honestly, one wrong step on this and you can lose your whole run. Like, you just go slightly too far one way or the other, and your run is done, you know? I've seen it happen to good people. Just a little bit distracted, just tapped a little bit too far to the left or the front, and they go through a hole, and it's like, bye run. I'm trying to tire her out a little bit, which is why I'm doing a bit of sprinting. Now, I'm 90% sure there's no wolf up here until you get further down, but I will get the flare out just in case. We actually don't have very many rocks. Stones, sorry. Stones, not rocks. Let's add a third for good measure. And there should be a coal along here. Extremely loud waterfall along here. Fooled me. I thought it was. Maybe it's further along. Maybe they've got rid of it. Maybe it's not guaranteed. I don't know. I've just always found it. Pretty much. We're going straight into the trailer. There's deer up here. Oh yeah, I think I remembered that. I think this is the coal. It's just further along. Clang, clang. Sorry, I'm not trying to scare you. And a bunny. Not trying to scare you guys, sorry. Barely got cold. That was really good. Nice and toasty. Alright, I don't think there's a dead friend in here, but if there is, we will look after them in the morning. No. We'll also loot this in the morning. We're going to get the save here. We'll do a really quick food. Dodgy sardines. Dog food. Nice. Big drink. And then we're going to sleep. She can only sleep 6 anyway. And we'll take it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It makes a difference, I promise you. I'll see you in a few more days with some more content from Great Bear. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room. That you feel, you are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room.